I'm so pumped that you're joining me for a little Pilates today. We're going to begin in a seated position. So meet me lengthwise on your mat with your heels planted and your hands behind your thighs. We're going to begin by doing a little exercise called roll back. So on your next inhale, lengthen your spine as much as possible. On your exhale, roll back until your arms are almost straight. Inhale, sit up tall. Use your abdominal muscles. Exhale, roll back. Belly button pulls towards your spine. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Open your chest. Exhale, pull back. So we're warming up our spine here, warming up our abdominal muscles, and warming up our breath. Your goal here is to pair your movement with your breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pull back. Nice, you got two more, make them good. Inhale up. Exhale back, shoulders stay away from your ears. Last one. Big exhale. Awesome, come all the way up. Then extend your legs out just a bit. We're moving into a Pilates exercise called the saw. So feet are about hip width apart, maybe a little wider. Flex your toes, and then decide if you want to keep your legs straight, or if that's really uncomfortable for you, you can have a little knee bend here. Then try to find that tall posture that we just found in our previous exercise. So belly button is zipping, you're lifting up out of your hips, but shoulders are relaxed. And on your next inhale, extend your arms out to a T. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist. So you decide how big your range of motion needs to be. If you have space constrictions, as I do over here, you can always bring your hands to your shoulders. What this is all about is twisting and initiating our movement from our torso, from our core. Inhale up. Long, slow exhale, twist. It doesn't matter how far you go, as long as you're feeling that initiation here, and maybe even a little stretch. What you don't want to happen is this, where your opposite hip pops up. Keep both cheeks glued to the mat. We're going to do one more set. Either arms are out of the T, or, again, if you don't have a ton of space, you can be bringing your hands to your shoulders like this between each set. Awesome. Come back to center. Beautiful. Drop your arms. Shake it out. You may even want to roll your shoulders a few times. Good. And then from here, make your way down to the mat by bending both knees to protect your lower back, coming to your shoulder and rolling over. Once you get down to the mat, bring your feet so they're planted with your knees bent. Then bring your arms out just a bit, maybe even out to a T. This will just give you a little extra added stability and support. We're moving into an exercise called the Pilates Bridge. It's a great run for your lower back and for toning and strengthening your buns and your thighs. So, with that being said, take an inhale to prep. On your next exhale, slowly lift your hips one vertebrae at a time. The more you lift, the more challenging this will be. On your next inhale, imprint your vertebrae back to the floor. Nice. Inhale to prep. And exhale, lift. So you have two options. You can lift on each exhale, drop on each inhale. Or if you need to take a break between sets, you can just stay down here for a breath or two. And then inhale to prep. Exhale, lift. So you decide what works for you. And remember, the higher you lift, the harder this will be. So maybe you just start off lifting your hips a few inches like this. That's awesome. Squeeze. That's still giving you a great toning and strengthening effect. 3 more. Exhale, lift. Belly button pulls towards your spine. So even though we're focusing on the back side of our body, our core is still supporting us. Lower. Lift. Try to lengthen your breath as much as possible. Long, slow inhales. Long, slow exhales. You're doing great. One more if you can. Lift on an exhale. Relax your face. All your tension goes to your core. Squeeze the backside of your body. And then on your inhale, drop down. Really nice. Bring your feet wide. Let your knees tension for a second. That helps release your lower back. Another option is, if it's available for you, you can pull your knees in towards your chest or even out towards your shoulders and grab behind your thighs. In either case, take a deep breath. And we're moving to an abdominal exercise called the corkscrew. So once again, bring your arms out so they're maybe at a T or somewhere in between to give you a little extra support. Feet are planted, knees are bent to begin with. Pull your left knee towards your chest and extend your left leg up. Now you're lengthening this leg as much as is possible for you. So if that means you have a knee bend, that's fine. That's where I started. If you're able to lengthen to a point where your leg is entirely straight, that's great too. Just do what you can. On your next inhale, circle your left leg counterclockwise and then come up straight. So it's almost like we're making a half moon. Inhale, half circle down. Exhale, come up straight. Start with a tiny circle. See how that feels. And then as you want more of a challenge either today or one day someday, you're going to make this half circle bigger. One more this way. Your goal is to move this leg without letting anything else move along with it. Nice. Bend your knee. Pull it out towards your left shoulder. Take a breath. Same leg, opposite direction. So arms are out to support you. Extend this leg up. Again, a little knee bend here is just fine. Now, on your next inhale, drop your leg down straight. Exhale, half circle up. Good. Inhale, straight. Exhale, half circle. Nice. Keep breathing. As your leg comes up, belly button pulls down. Beautiful. One more time. Nice. Then once again, pull your knee out towards your left shoulder. Take a breath. It's called the single straight leg stretch, and it's awesome. You're toning and strengthening your legs, including your buns and your inner thighs. You're opening up your hip joint, toning and strengthening your abs. Really killing a lot of birds with one stone. So I hope I motivated you to do the other side. Let's get going with it. Meet me here. Both feet are planted. Arms are out wide. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Feel your belly button pull closer to your spine. Then extend your right leg up. You're lengthening as much as possible. Once again, if that means you need a little knee bend, no big deal. On your next inhale, circle clockwise. Half circle, I should say. Exhale, come up. And start with a tiny half circle here. Exhale, up. And then if you need a bigger challenge, start to make it a bit bigger. But never jeopardize your control. So number one priority here is, can I stabilize the rest of my body while this leg is moving? Good. Take a break. Right knee to your right shoulder. So if you ever find that you're not able to stabilize, that's a good indication that either you need to slow down your movement or make your movement smaller. If you're finding that you don't have a big enough challenge and you are able to stabilize, then you can do the opposite of that. Make your movement bigger and or faster. All right, one final set. Same leg, opposite way. On your next inhale, drop your right leg down straight. Exhale, half circle up. Inhale, down straight. Half circle up. Make sure the big toe side of your left foot stays grounded. It's going to help everything stabilize here, because when the big toe side of your foot is pushing into the ground, you're activating your inner thighs. 2 more, make them good. Inhale down. Exhale up. Beautiful. Right knee to your right shoulder. Deep breath. Great. Then plant your feet wide. Let your knees tent in for a moment. Again, this position helps release your lower back. If you'd like to, at some point, you can pull both knees into your chest like we did before, allowing them to go out towards your shoulders, and if it's available, holding behind your thighs. Now, before we leave this position and switch our focus, let's do a quick stretch here called half butterfly. Extend your right leg out, and then let your left knee drop gently towards the floor. This position allows your inner thigh and your hip to release a bit, which is great after that exercise that we just did. One more deep breath in half butterfly. Long, slow inhale and exhale. Then bring your left knee up. Same thing on the other side. Extend your left leg out now. And on an exhale, slowly drop your right knee. Take a few deep breaths. Notice what's going on with your upper body. If your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears, pull them down. Relax your face. One more inhale and exhale here. Then bring your right knee up. Very nice. Bend both knees, planting your feet, and then roll to your side. We're switching our focus. We're going to do an awesome series called the Fetal Thigh series. So for this series, you're going to line yourself up with the back of your mat, hip, shoulder, and elbow. And then use your arm as a pillow here. If you would actually like a pillow, that's an option as well. Otherwise, you're just resting your arm or your ear on your bicep. And then from here, pull your knees up so you're in a fetal-like position and bring your feet forward just so you can see them. So we're going to do an awesome little series that's great to tone and strengthen your buns and your thighs. So we'll begin with an exercise called the clam. So think of gluing your feet together. Take an inhale to prep. On an exhale, lift your knee and squeeze. Don't let your top hip roll back. Keep them stacked. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Nice. 3 more of these. Pair your breath with your movement. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. 2 more. Last one, make it good. Top shoulder down. Nice. Take a breather. Deep breath here, resting. Next we have the bent leg lift. So envision a glass of water resting here on your knee. Your goal with this one is to not let that glass of water spill. Take an inhale to prep. Slowly lift your leg on an exhale. Glass of water stays stable. Inhale, slowly come down. Good, keep going. So the glass of water visual helps in 2 regards. First, it helps you keep the alignment we're looking for. We want our ankle, knee, and hip to always be in one line. We want this leg to move as one unit. And secondly, it helps with slow, smooth, controlled movement instead of throwing your leg up and letting it drop down. Awesome, rest. Just 1 more. So do what you can. You're going to bring your leg hip height once again. Envision that glass of water. And now extend your leg, not to a point where you lock your knee, a little knee bend here. Flex your toes and pull back. Nice, that isolates your glutes. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull. Belly button to your spine. 2 more good ones. Nice. And then if possible, keep your leg lifted. Take a big inhale here. Hold on your exhale. Yes, you can. Inhale here. And then on your exhale, slowly let this leg drop down. That was awesome. Deep breath. And from here, we're switching right to the other side. So make sure your knees are still bent to protect your lower back as you come up. Let's do a little switcheroo. Same alignment as on the other side. So hip, elbow, and shoulder are lined up with the back of the mat. Use your arm as a pillow or an actual pillow as a pillow. Pull your knees in towards your chest so you're in a fetal-like position. Feet are out just so you can see them. Belly button's pulled towards your spine, top shoulder away from your ear. We'll start with the clamp. So pretend like you're gluing your feet together. Inhale to prep. Exhale, lift. Hips stay stacked. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. So if your hips were not staying stacked, it would look like this. Your top hip would want to roll back. Exhale, lift, squeeze. Inhale down. Exhale up. You're doing great. One more time. Excellent. Rest for a moment. Next, we have our bent leg lift. So this is the one where we envision the glass of water on our knee. When you're ready for that, take an inhale to prep. Exhale, slowly lift. Good. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, slowly lift. Nice. Smooth movement is our goal, not only on the way up, but also on the way down. 2 more. Last one, make it good. Awesome. Rest. Our final exercise in this series is the extensions. So, when you're ready for them, and maybe even when you're not, lift your leg hip height, flex your toes, inhale, lengthen, exhale, heel towards your glutes. Inhale, flex your toes, exhale, pull. Glass of water on your knee, so your ankle, knee, and hip are all in one line. 2 more good ones. Last one. Now hold your leg up if possible. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Shaking's okay. 1 more inhale here. Make it worth it. And then on your exhale, slowly drop down. That was awesome. You need to give yourself a little massage. Don't be shy. And we're going to finish up this practice with a great back and hip stretch. So when you're ready for that, meet me on your back. Make sure you're coming down or adjusting safely with both knees bent. Once you get to the floor, plant both feet and bring your arms out to a T, or if you don't have a ton of room, you can find cactus arms. Cross your right leg over your left. So it's almost like you're in a dress. Now, once you found this position, listen carefully. We're going to start by dropping our knees to the right. So on your next inhale, slowly do that while keeping both shoulders on the ground. So we're doing a mini twist here, but along with that, you'll notice that the weight of your top leg is pulling on your bottom hip. So the weight of your right leg is pulling on your left hip. So we're intending to do a little lengthening and releasing work with our hips here after that fetal thigh series. Now pull your belly button to your spine. On your next inhale, come up slowly using your abs. Keeping your right leg crossed over your left, use your next exhale to drop your knees to the left. So now we're doing more of a supine twist, a little more of an intense one, I should say. So you might still feel a little pull in your hip, but dropping our knees this way is intended to give you more of a stretch up and down your spine. Strong core, belly button to your spine. On your next inhale, bring your knees up slowly. Plant both feet. Same thing on the other side. So this time, left leg is crossed over your right. Inhale to prep. Exhale, drop your knees to the left. So we'll start with our hip drop. where the top leg, our top leg, pulls on our bottom hip. Both shoulders stay grounded for all this. Face is relaxed. Breath is fluid. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop your knees to the right. So you'll notice the stretch changes. This is more for your back. One final breath here. Engage your abdominal muscles before you move by pulling your belly button to your spine. Then use those muscles to come up. Nice. Plant both knees wide. Let your knees tented for a moment. Take a breath here, allowing your lower back to release. And we will call it a day. So to move out of this position, roll to your side, knees are bent. Gently push yourself up. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Really nice job today. Thanks so much for joining me. Can't wait to see you back here again on your mat very soon.
Thanks so much for tuning in. If you found this content helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Also, if you're wondering how to become healthier, I've created a free masterclass for you that is truly your ultimate wellness guide. It's called Fit and Fabulous for Life: 7 Secrets that'll help you find your healthy living sweet spot. If you're intrigued, you should see a link to it on your screen now. You'll also find a link to it in the description box of this video. Thanks again for tuning into this video, and I hope you'll consider checking out my free Fit and Fab Masterclass.